Right, good morning, guys. Welcome back to 24 Ain't Enough. We're going to break down some charts today. It is currently May 7th, 2026. It's 6:43 in the morning here in Houston. Let's jump right into this chart since I already got it up. Meta. I caught this move on Meta yesterday. I wound up turning 1,200 into 17. I wish I could have did more, but this was a risky play. But I'm going to start off with my thesis on it. If we back out to the 4-hour, right? And it's crazy because where we at on this? Where is that? Oh, I'm tripping. I'm not on my big. I'm like, why is it not scrolling now? I'm not on my big monitor. Okay. Wait. Yeah, it just looks so different right now. Oh man. Shout out to my big monitor. On the small computer, it look different. All right, so we know we had this big drop because of earnings, right? And then we had this move down. But if you look at the RSI, the whole time this move is going down, what is it doing? Follow the RSI at the bottom. You can see as I'm going down, the RSI is going up, right? Which is an indication people are buying this up despite it going down. So if we drop down to something like the 30, and y'all can see I got a fibs going right now. Look at the RSI the whole time. The RSI is literally going up each and every single time. Even when we come right here, even when we get to this point, see how the RSI is still going up, creating that divergence, that buying is going on. And what happened? I had this red line because this was the last low here. So this was a good indication that price was about to reverse because what? Let me delete this. Price swept the last low, which is over here. Swept it. Then swept it again, and then it just took off, trapping sellers massively. So what happened? When sellers get trapped, they sell out, and people are buying while sellers are selling out because they just got trapped. It just creates this big move that we had yesterday on Meta. So at the same time, it was perfect timing because no, I did not expect it to go up that much. I actually went out super far. That's why that one contract costed me $1,200 because I went out so far. But it wound up spiking up and going crazy. Now, lastly, I want to show you guys something. Why this really intrigued me, like right on the spot at the right time, because I caught this move on gold, and this is why you got to know your patterns. You got to know your stuff when it comes to trading. Give me a second here, guys. Well, I'll just pull it over here. I found this dragon pattern on gold. I wish I can go to it right now, but it's gonna take too much time. But I found this dragon pattern on gold like not too long ago, and look at it. This is the head of the dragon right here, right? Look at it. It's the head of the dragon. It's the hump. It's the tail. It's the other back of the end. We got a foot here. We got a foot here. And then at the decline line, it bursts through there, right? What did Meta do? Meta did that exact same thing. We're going to draw a line right here. What it do? It bust past this breakdown line. This is the tail right here. See that hump? That's the exact same thing on a dragon pattern. So what can we see today, right? Because TP1 is where take profit 1 is the hump. TP2 is the head. And then it's supposed to break past the head and keep going, right? So if we knowing this and we say, okay, well, the head is up here at around 633. I got it at 629. One of the key points I had already marked up. Can we look for a continuation today on Meta? Yes, I believe so, because we already said TP1 was this hump. We got that, right? The next one is the head. Right? And then we had this thin structure up here that got to get tested anyway. So is it a risky swing? Absolutely. It's a risky swing to get back up here. But we know for sure the target is at least around 629. Is it going to happen today? Maybe, maybe not. Is it going to happen by Friday? Maybe, maybe not. But then again, when you think about weekend trading, we don't hold trades that long. So, well, I don't hold trades over weekend because Donald Trump is a maniac. So, Gold has just rallied. Why? Because we had the break of news saying that The Iran war is potentially over, right? So we did not get that potential breakdown that gold did the other day. So what can we do? What did we say yesterday? Now we gotta wait for a pullback. If you not in long, if you not day trading, you just look for some scalps. You gotta wait for a pullback. Why? Because this broke structure. But then if we look at it again, here we go, hidden divergence, right? Look at the lows. Look at the RSIs making higher highs. So what can we look for? We can look for a continuation on gold. Gold is looking like it's ready to start back buying. So which is good for gold. Real good for gold. US 30. US 30 we know is the only one that has not hit all-time highs yet. So what can we look for? We can look for a potential push to the upside today. We already cleared a couple levels. We talked about pullbacks when they had all-time highs, and we got those, right? We got them right here when this resistance was right here, and then we came right here, got some support with a 4-hour demand, and we bounced and rallied. Then we got a pullback, and then we got a continuation. We'll come in with the fibs. What that look like? We got a 61. Now we're at 0. If we get to this 27, what's right there? A support zone. So what can we target if we is trying to day trade a swing? We can target all-time high at 50,000. USDJPY just still staying stagnant after breaking out of this box, after faking up, coming back down, breaking out of this wedge. Now we still just consolidating, but it looked like it's starting to get a little good momentum, of course, but we just got to see what happens if it breaks out of this box to the upside or the downside. Apple, y'all see I got all my day trading lines. I be going crazy with the trend lines, y'all. We can see Apple is just on a tear right now. No, I'm like that. We can just see Apple is on a tear right now. Almost at all-time highs yesterday. I caught a swing on Apple yesterday. You can see I actually got a fibs going up too. When it burst to the upside, what happened? We got a 38.2 reversal level, which we know is a reversal level. And what happened? We cleared the 100. We cleared the 100. So what can we look for today? We can look for all-time highs at the 27. Or we can look for continued momentum at the 61. It's kind of tough though because it is starting to be like super extended, and the same thing happens at the upside, right? It's kind of slight bearish divergence because the RSI right here is higher than this, and that's higher than that. So we just got to see today because, I mean, if we look at the RSI, it is going down as Apple is continue to push up. So can it hit all-time high and get rejected? There's a good chance of that if we're reading the RSI. But if we get a lot of buying pressure, we can crush all-time highs because we know Apple is on the uprise of doing good things. NVDA wound up breaking out of where we was yesterday. At the start of 200, which we've been saying a reversal is needed on NVIDIA since being down, and you can see every level got touched and rejected and just came back, and that's why it's good to have these levels when we at all-time highs, because you got to have these key levels, and you can see we played these key levels just so perfect. But now we're sitting up here where I don't have no levels at. So I'm going to have to mark these up. But then structure, again, it gets tested at the right time. And look how fast one day the video just on a tear. Tested all of that thin structure in one day. So what can we look for? We can look for something up here to get rejected at 211. Maybe we find some type of support somewhere around this area, which we already at, right? See all this wicks. We got bounce, wick, a lot of bouncing wicks underneath, and that's where we at right now. So what can we play today? If we hold 208, we know we can attempt for 211, right? Google just broke out of this zone yesterday, came back, retested, took off, came back, retested again in the overnight, and just staying elevated right now. Google is super, in my opinion, overextended. We look at the RSI is going down as well. So I would look for maybe a quick short opportunity on Google. I wouldn't overstay my welcome on the short side because I would just continue to follow the trend. But Google is showing that it's part of the Mag 7 as much as people try to downplay Google, because you remember for a point of time people was trying to say that Google didn't deserve to be up there, but Google is definitely showing that they're a force. Tesla, you can see I tried to catch Tesla yesterday. Actually, I was recording a video while I was watching Tesla, and while I was recording, it actually just went. We got this 23 area after selling off to start the day. It took off back to the upside, got a quick reversal around the 23 area, and then it took off all the way to 61. And what happened when it got to the 61? Fell back down to 27, and then back to the upside. Now, I was like, when I did watch it, we was at 100. I wanted to jump in, but I'm like, it's not a good chance that it goes to 27. I mean, I was up $1,000 yesterday. I didn't want to take that risk. But what happened, we did get a flush to the upside, and we are back in the 400, which we've been calling for all week. We've been calling for this all week. We said up here 408 is what we're trying to go. So now we could just say, okay, if we stay elevated, what do we need to come back and test? We need to come back and test 401. We test 401, we can get back to 408 and just be good. Last but not least, Amazon did me dirty yesterday. But not too bad, because you can just play this back and forth. Like, literally, that's all I was doing yesterday. I caught this downside move. I caught one of these downside moves yesterday. I can't remember which one it was. It might have been this one. No, it was this one. And I was attempting to catch the upside, but I was done for the day. At this point, I was up like 1,000, and I was on my way to see the Michael Jackson movie. So, what can we see? We could see if it continues to bounce at this bottom range. We already here, so we can look for calls right out the gate if we can hold this bottom range. Let's open up the brokerage account side of things. We'll wait to see that. No, we can start there, you guys. We can see we floating around 14. If we go up past the week, I wish they really showed the days, but from yesterday, but they don't. But we made $1,000 yesterday. We lost 300 of it on a swing from Citibank, which was a bull flag breakout that failed. Now let's look at some headlines. Well, we got stock stall and wait for update on Iran US deal. S&P is blowing up earnings estimates, but there's a catch. Oil falls below 100. McDonald's beats earnings as volume meals drive sales. AI gold rush leads to big pay hikes for Wall Street bankers, of course, because they was buying up gold while everybody else was shorting it. We know that. It's method to the madness. Not too much critical data come out. We do have a Fed member speaking today. We do have unemployment claims coming out at 7:30. Man, bro, I'll be up so early. I'll be forgetting how early I'll be doing this now. And last but not least, let's see what earnings we got today. Let's big that up. We are at Thursday. So who we got? We got Irene, my bad. At the hours, we have Open Door, CoreWeave at the hours. We have Coinbase at the hour. We have Affirm at the hour. The SoundHound at the hours. Even Red Cat at the hours. And then what we got McDonald's already put, Datadog, Celsius. And that's pretty much it. And then, of course, Fridays look like it's going to be quiet. Just Wendy's if you care about Wendy's. That's pretty much it, you guys. If you made it to the end, I really appreciate it. I just be trying to teach people and show. Reason why I be showing my account, which is something I really don't want to do. I'll be trying to show my account because I know that's what get a lot of people. And sometimes I put it in the beginning to catch people's attention. Sometimes I put it at the end because, I mean, hey, if you want to take the knowledge, whether you're trying to learn or whether you're trying to sharpen your skills, because I listen to learning everybody. I don't care. I try to sharpen my skills because trading is not something that you get one time. You have to continue to learn this thing over and over and over, and you got to brush up on your skills no matter what level you are at. So before we go, let's read our Bible verse of the day. It's May 7th. By day the Lord directs his love, at night his song is with me, a prayer to the God of my life. By day the Lord directs his love, at night his song is with me, a prayer to the God of my life. That's Psalms 4:28. In the prayers, oh Lord, please be at work in my walking, in my waking and sleeping. Teach me to be faithful at all times, especially when should I don't know if they miss, especially when should it be different depending on the time of day. So you guys have a good day, man. 24 hours ain't enough, and if you haven't gone seen that Michael Jackson movie, go. It's good, but if if you know him, you know his story. You know it's gonna kind of be like rinse and repeat. But the acting is good, everything is good. But 24 hours not enough, man. Be blessed, man. Be happy, be fruitful, and just really enjoy life, man. Enjoy the wins, enjoy the losses, because you can really learn from both. I learned from my loss on Tuesday, and I was able to bounce back yesterday in a massive way. So good luck with you guys today, man.